Hey, it's Jaemin from Frazer Holmes Coaching. It's Thought of the Week time again. People experience their problems as incredibly complicated and totally unique. The cool thing is they're neither. I've got a book coming out shortly called Elegantly Simple Solutions to Complicated People Problems for this very reason. And while the solution may not be easy, in fact it probably won't, it will not be complicated. And amazingly, we all struggle with the same kind of things. One of the biggest lies we believe is that we are different. If people knew what it was like to be us, they'd understand why we struggle so much. The reality is, we all kind of struggle with the same things. Now, underneath every emotional, relational, physical, even financial issue is some kind of limiting belief about self. I've been talking about fear lately. I think one of the biggest fears is the fear of our own inadequacy, that somehow I'm not enough. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough. Here are three big ideas then to deal with that fear that sits underneath all of our challenges. The first is this. Kids 0 to 2 don't struggle with this fear, amazingly. They actually know that they're enough. They're quite comfortable demanding their world cares for them. The moment they have an issue, they don't worry what anyone else is doing, whether they have time. They just demand to be cared for. So that's where we start. We all have this very high sense of self, and amazingly, we could come back there the moment we wanted to. Secondly, the belief of not being enough actually serves us. See, to have the belief that you are no good or not enough, or there is some inadequacy with you, is actually going to prevent you from putting yourself out there. So you can't get hurt, you can't fail, you can't be rejected. Now, again, the moment you are ready to let go of those benefits, again, you can have freedom from that fear. The third idea around dealing with this fear is to stop waiting for someone else to make it work for you. So often people are living as victims when it comes to their own feelings about themselves. They complain about what someone did or didn't say to them when they were a kid, or they were going through challenges in life. But the reality is, our belief about ourselves ultimately is determined by what we tell ourselves, not what others say about us. So stop waiting for someone to validate you, to approve of you, to tell you are enough, and start telling yourself that you are enough today. There's three big ideas to let go of this fear. Go well, I'll talk to you again next week.